say, okay, I'm in Miami. It ain't Florida. It's different. But we got to talk about this bill that
that ain't my governor. That's them people governor.
Ron DeSantis is all up in Miami.
I don't live in Florida. I live in Miami. My governor's name is Gloria Estefan. Okay.
Well, there's a bill being pushed by your governor, Republican governor, Ron DeSantis, the one who can't even wear a mask, right? Which would prohibit schools, public schools, and private businesses from making, get this, white people feel discomfort when teaching students or training employees about discrimination. Now, it received its first approval yesterday. Democrats argue that the bill isn't needed and would lead to frivolous lawsuits and censorship in school. What are your thoughts on this? I mean, it is Florida, so I'm not surprised. What do y'all think? Defend your state, Q. Defend your state.
I can't. We have nice beaches. Miami is very multicultural. We have a lot of food places and miles and miles of shoreline of nice hotels. Listen, I made a vow to myself that in 2022 that I'm not allowing the inner workings of racist people to upset me. I think the act of being racist is irrational in itself. So it makes me equally as irrational to try to rationalize what this man is doing. I would be curious to know, though, I would love to be a fly on the wall in Ron DeSantis's bedroom at the most stillest hour of the night to understand what he truly thinks and feels, because it feels as if every piece of legislation or everything that's been coming out of his mouth as of lately is just race and feelings related. When in Florida, when I go visit, they've got so many other things going on that should take precedence to somebody feeling discomfortable when being taught about race. Like, I just don't understand why this is at the forefront with all the things that are wrong in Florida.
Al, what do you think about this bill being pushed and clearing the first obstacle?
I totally get it. Trump ushered in a new style of politics, and that's called radical politics. And DeSantis is using this as a form of radical politics, is what Republicans are using quite frequently these days in order to get the majority to join them in their speech. Now, this is what's so interesting to me. Ron DeSantis is an Italian, okay? Italian. Does he even know his history? Because Italians, when they first came to the United States, were not treated very well, sir. In fact, you all were treated so bad that some of you changed your name. So do you even really know your history to even know about racism? Or do you think racism only exists when it comes to people of color? So his entire speech to me is skewed, it's silly, and it's radical politics. And he's taking it for Trump because he knows that's the easiest way to induce fear into people and also to have them join his team. It's ridiculous.
I think a lot of these,
it's expected, I'm sure.
I think a lot of these Republicans are just lazy. They see the fear mongering works. Instead of providing us with any decent solutions or trying to help things, they're just going to go with the low hanging fruit. The blacks, the woke culture is trying to destroy your youth, your kids' schools. This book is radical. We can't have them reading Toni Morrison's book. It's just fear mongering because they're lazy. They don't have any good solutions or any good policies. Every single time a Democrat's in office, the first 2 years, they have to clean up the economic mess and fallout from the previous presidents. Clinton gave us a surplus when Bush 1 had us all messed up. Barack Obama cleaned up for Bush 2. And here we are, Biden cleaning up some of the stuff, well, trying with Trump. And it's like this all the time. Get some policies, get some things we can stand behind. Ron DeSantis, you are so ridiculous. But guess what? Unfortunately, Andrew Gillum dropped that ball because we could have had him in there.
And you know what's sad too? His wife is a Cuban. Now, granted, yeah.
Well, that makes perfect sense because Cubans don't my experience when I lived in Miami, Cubans did not treat people of color very well.
Because they were of the majority. She's a white Cuban. You know what I'm saying? But not understanding that, you know, anywhere else in the world, anywhere outside of Dade County, your ass is a damn minority.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just odd, like you said, with DeSantis being Italian and his wife being a Cuban, that, you know,
he should be ashamed of himself.
You want to be a white man so bad, and I guess you can slightly pass, or you can fit in, or you're palatable enough that you get to reap a lot of the benefits of being a white man, but you're not. You know, and I think the sooner that people like him understood that, the better that the world would be. But who am I?
Y'all know my mom's from Italy, and she's from Southern Italy, where they're a little browner, a little darker, a little more ethnic, and the discrimination there is next level. So a lot of them, when they come over here, not all of them, but some, they cannot wait to make it very clear what they are. And some of them get very offended when you bring up the history with the Moors, and they got some black in them. And it's definitely a sensitive spot. And yeah, and like you said, Al, the Colombians, yeah, there's a lot of that. What'd you say? They want to be white.
Out, right. Okay.
All right. Well, we got a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we got to talk about a girl that got 2 vaginas and find out what she does with each one of them. We'll be back with more TGIF after this break.